doing our trip around Wales and up to Scotland and around the North Coast 500. But we just wanted to tell you a bit about why we decided to get a van. We went on our honeymoon at the start of 2017 and we went to New Zealand, and we decided to do it in a camper van for a couple of weeks around the South Island, and we absolutely fell in love with it, and we ever since have wanted to get our own van. It's obviously, you know, not a cheap thing to do, and we were fortunate enough to be able to buy this awesome van from some people we knew, so we haven't had to do it up. But we essentially spent all my redundancy money. I left a job in London and all of our savings, and we got this epic van. It was a bit of a 2-year love affair with vans. We kept on seeing other people's vans and just saying, oh, why haven't we got a van? I just want to get in the van. And yeah, we've got it, done a few trips, just falling in love with the van even more. If you can, do it.
Hours after we were at Glentress, we are now actually riding at Lagan Wolf Tracks. I'm going to do a few videos from here. stayed in Durnoch on the beach. We got there in the dark, so we couldn't really see anything. And then Han accidentally woke up early, but it meant we got to watch the sunrise. Just chilled in the van, having breakfast, just watching the weather. Just such a nice place. Since then, we've just travelled up the coast, and we're now at John O'Groats. We were going to stop in between in a couple of places, but there wasn't really anywhere to stop. It was all. We had lunch at Helmersdale, somewhere in Yorkshire. Just come on up to John O'Groats, so we're going to go and get a hot chocolate and just chill out before we try and find somewhere to camp.
Morning now. Last night was Storm Callum and we stayed at Duncansby Head. Managed to park the van to try and shelter, but it was pretty leery. Later on today we're going to be driving around the right at the top on the north coast over to the northwestern point. So we're going over to tonight and hopefully doing some stargazing, because apparently it's all going to clear up and be nice in the next couple of days.
Kind of waiting on the band of cloud to move over, and the sun's literally just started to come out. We're on the causeway on the Isle of Skye, and we stopped in the Tongue Hotel last night, had a really nice meal. It was nice to kind of treat ourselves a bit, have a really nice meal, have some local beers. I think this is probably on a par with when we wild camped in Skye. Like, the scenery is just incredible. Probably my favourite place so far. now we've just stopped at Smoo Caves. We're gonna have a wander in. What you guys obviously won't know about Hannah is she absolutely hates caves. What are you thinking, Hancock?
I don't like caves.
You don't like caves?
Yeah, it's okay because I can see the outside.
Monday morning, we've been on the road 10 days. We've got another week, I think, about that. I think we did a video last night, didn't we? Or did we? I don't know. I literally know nothing.
And it's not morning, it's afternoon.
And it's afternoon.
2:30.
Ah, yeah, we did do a video last night because I pronounced it wrong. Boundakill Beat, or did I?
Yeah, you did. I think you said Bealach Neil and it's Balnakill.
We stayed at Boundakill Beach last night, which overlooks Farade Head, and today we've just popped up to the craft village, really cool craft village, before we walked out to Farade Head, and it's just us out here and some cattle.
We're going to go for a hot chocolate now to Cacao Mountain, which is the cafe that does homemade amazing chocolate and hot chocolates apparently, so we need to go and test that out. Sorry, Boris.
our stop for tonight. But again, just beautiful. Just this amazing little bay. I'm not going to mention where this one is because I think you kind of got to work a bit to find this one, and you're rewarded at the end. So. End point of our walk. It is up for debate. What we're facing is the waterfall in question. Hannah thinks it's one opposite. But yeah, quite a decent walk. Lost the path a few times. Definitely worth a GPX file on your phone to try and follow the footpath. That's probably helped us about 3 or 4 times because it's not really that clear. I'll give you a pan. Firstly, the waterfall that I think it is, and then around the valley to the one that Han thinks it is.
Get ready to see a far higher waterfall.
Now, just to do it all in reverse. Looking forward to coffee or hot chocolate in the van.
stayed in Lochinver last night and went to a really nice seafood restaurant called the Fidic. Amazing locally landed fish, so that was a real treat. We're just on our route from Lochinver to Ullapool, just stopped off at this castle which is meant to be haunted.
In Bealach, stopped at the Innovative Community Enterprise. It's quite a cool little tourist information community project right on the waterfront. Have a coffee, homemade cake, before we press on a bit. We've driven down from Bealach, driving down through the Torridon Mountains. Super imposing, just grey.
It's like a big gorge, isn't it?
We come down to the end of them and we went to Torridon House, which was really nice. Had a couple of drinks there, played some Scrabble, and we've come to a campsite. I think it's a free campsite. Where, yeah, that's what we were told. It's in Torridon village, so that's pretty handy.
Hopefully want to do some riding tomorrow, if not some walking.
We'll see you again in the morning. a boat trip out this afternoon onto the loch, see what we can find. Day, and we have come back to Glentress, where we had to bail previously. We thought we'd come back here on the way back down because we wanted to ride it, so gonna get a few hours riding today. Gonna meet up with Adrian of Swarf Cycles and do a ride with him, and then hit the road a bit further south again. Good times.
In the silence, watching faces brighten. We are islands, the heart is the sea, and the sound of music, the truth will move you. We are climbing out of the past, the past, the past. We are alive and living life inside the human heart is fire. And when you burn to shine. Ignite the future, take us higher. We are alive and living life inside the human heart is fire. And when you burn to shine. Ignite the future, take us higher.
We are now in England.
You were going to say the UK.
I was going to say the UK. We're back in England. We drove down last night, about 4 hours down from Glentress, and we stayed somewhere in the North Pennines, but it's just, you might be able to see past us, it's just, we're sat in cloud, you can't see anything, it's not that interesting, and it's a bit of a far cry from what Scotland was. We thought we'd just, now we've done the 500 and we're on our way back, we thought we'd just do kind of like a bit of a recap on it, give a few thoughts and opinions on it. It ended up taking us 8 days in total. We moved on every day. No point, I don't think we rushed at all.
We did drive every day though, so if you wanted to stay in a place that you liked, you'd have to add that time on, but we moved on and stayed somewhere new every single night, didn't we?
The roads were quiet though. We still did like long walks. We spent some good time in various places. I think 8 days.
The minimum.
Yeah, 7 to 8 days is a minimum. We didn't do Applecross, but I don't think that would have really added much time on anyway. I think that would have been included in that 8 days had we done that. We would have just stayed in Applecross instead of Fort Augustus in the end.
I think it's definitely, for us, it was worth listening to the advice of doing the trip anti-clockwise. We really appreciated that the scenery got more epic and big and interesting the further west you went. So I think if we'd have gone the west first along the top and then down the east, it wouldn't have been as good for us.
If you've got limited time, cut out the east coast. I think the east coast, for us anyway, is just a tick in the box. You go to Durnoch because that's absolutely beautiful, but from there I think you can basically cut up across. You can cut
off the corner and you can go straight up.
And apparently the middle
the A9
of North Scotland's amazing as well. We didn't do that because we went around the outside. But
have you got a highlight?
Just staying somewhere different every night.
Yeah. The
like,
variety of the scenery as
the
well.
beaches, like waking up to just beautiful beaches and scenery. Just seeing a stag on top of a mountain silhouetted is just like fairy tale. It's a bit crazy.
I think the wildlife and the scenery, and the fact that we went at the start of October meant that we saw the leaves changing, and it's
quiet.
actually been quiet.
No midges.
No midges. Good weather, really, for Scotland.
Good, yeah.
Seeing the seals, that was a big thing for me, which was Duncansby Head. So that was right up on the northeast, which is kind of where they are. So that's worth it if you want to try and see seals. The changing of the scenery and just around every corner, you're like, wow. So it's so worth it. And we think it's on par, if not a bit better than New Zealand.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it for this video. If you want to ask us any questions about the trip, how much fuel, what the end up mileage was, where we stayed, things like that, then just ask in the comments and we'll try and get back to you on it.
Yeah.
So.
And I think if we do another video like this, this is our first one, so it's super awkward presenting, and I for one have found myself to be really cringe, and that we can't pronounce things or remember things. So that's super embarrassing, so we'll try and get better at that if we do more videos.
Yeah. Cool. Bye for now.
Bye.